There really could not be a better time to get involved with the Bowdleflodes Wildlife Project. In a time when our world has been turned upside down, the Bowdleflodes Wildlife Project transports you into this weird, wacky, mystical, magical and creative world that allows you to be a little bit playful and have some fun. At the same time, it also makes you realise how truly amazing our world is and all the inhabitants within it, reminding us of what really matters right now. And it's because of all of this that today I'm going to be designing my very own Bowdleflode 2 to inhabit the Bowdleflodes online safari park. So here we go, my finished product and my very own Bowdleflode. Meet Newton the Flativa. So I've got the project here and we're going to talk through why I've created Newton as I have and all the features that he's got on him. So let's have a look at the questions on the Bowdleflodes project form. So it says, what does your animal look like? So let me get up Newton. Here we go. So Newton is a newt. He's got a newt's head and a newt's body. That's because I wanted him to be an amphibian, so he lives in and out of the water. He's got some frog's legs here and webbed feet so that they help him swim really fast along in the water. And he's also got a beaver's tail because beavers have these long flat tails to help them steer through the water, so I thought that would be really useful for him to have. I've given him this multicoloured body because there's a type of trout called rainbow trout. Now rainbow trout are actually one of my favourite fish. I love them because they have these beautiful coloured scales and I wanted to incorporate that into my Bowdleflode so that he has a lovely bit of colour and so that he can attract lots of other flutivas as he's swimming along. And finally, he's got a little blowhole here. Now this is taken from a whale. And the reason I did this is because I wanted him to be able to communicate very well and across wide distances with the other flutivas, and the whales use their blowhole to help communicate and send signals to the other whales. So that's why I've given him this little blowhole as well. So the form also asks you to think about what your animal's habitat is. Newton lives in water and I wanted him to be a river dweller, so he's going to live in the river. And this is the reason why I've given him the webbed feet, because the webbed feet are brilliant for swimming along, brilliant for attacking the current, and also for climbing along all that like rocky terrain. So he can climb up the riverbank as well, and the fact that he's amphibian means that he can breathe out of the water well. And this is also the beaver tail reason, because obviously beavers are river dwellers as well. So what is your animal's country of origin? Well, I think that Newton actually lives in England. I've been spending, like a lot of us, a lot of time at home, and we're very fortunate enough to live near a river. So actually I've been spending a lot of time walking around the river, so I think that's where the inspiration came from. So yes, Newton and the other flutivas live in the English rivers. What's your animal's favourite food and diet? So the flutivas, I think, eat the vegetation and all the plants that line the riverbed, and also eat the little bugs as well that you get either in the air, just floating above the river, or those little bugs that you can get in the river as well. What's your animal's personality and behaviour like? Ooh, okay, so Newton and the other flutivers, I like to think that they are not necessarily big pack animals, but that they like hanging around with each other. I can imagine little colonies of my flutivers lining the riverbeds. I think so they're probably quite sociable animals, and I really like the idea of them looking after their young. So once their young are born, they stay in this little close-knit family until they are old enough to flee and fly the nest. And the final question on the form is, what is your favourite endangered species? This is a tricky one because there's so many incredible creatures out there. I actually watched a programme called Primates last night, and they had these most incredible orangutans on the programme. I can't remember, I think they are based in Indonesia somewhere, but they were discovered back in 1917, and they're these beautiful great apes with this lovely orange fur, and what I loved about them is that they were so gentle. They had a real incredible bond with their young, and they really looked after one another and came in an amazing troop and really supported one another. So I'm gonna say them, and I can't for the life of me remember what's their name, but I will find it and I will let you know. They're really beautiful. So there we go, the end of my creation of my second Bowdleflode. I've loved creating Newton today. It's really great to be able to be creative and imaginative whilst also being aware of the world around us. And if you too want to get involved in the project, it is so easy. All you need to do is head to the Bowdleflodes website, www.bowdleflodes.com, and you will be able to sign up there. It's a fabulous project, and there really could not be a better time to get involved in it. I really hope you've enjoyed watching me create the lovely Newton, and I can't wait to see your creations too. I'll see you soon. Bye!